Hello everyone, I hope you will join me today here at Sheldon's Air Conditioning, Heating and Plumbing Service. We are meeting up with a technician out in the field today, and we're going to see what's involved with the maintenance in a residential home. Stay tuned. Good morning everyone. All right, so I'm here with Dean. He is our service manager. We're out in the field today. Hey Dean. So we're going to be doing a maintenance here at a residence home, and stay tuned for some good information.
So today we're doing a preventative maintenance on an upflow split system. We're just going to be doing regular preventative maintenance, trying to find any issues that may cause failure or damage to the system. Also, we're trying to help extend the life of the system. So I'm going to go through a few key things that we do during maintenance so you kind of know what to expect. This is our system here. It's a gas furnace with a split AC system. It's a upflow application. The filter, we have our filter located here. This unit runs on a condensate pump, so the drain is actually pumped upward. Yeah, we'll be going through, clearing the drain line, checking all the safeties on the furnace, running the system, make sure everything's operational and the customer doesn't have any issues. Now I'm going to clear the drain line. It's one of the most important things that you can do during maintenance. As you can see, the customer has beautiful hardwood floors. If this drain line ever backs up, it could potentially overflow and cause a flood, which would cause severe water damage. A lot of people have systems in the attic, so not only would they cause damage to the floors, but they'd also damage their ceilings. It's also important to find the termination point of the drain line to make sure that the water you pour in is actually coming out. Some drain lines don't have proper fall, so the water will get trapped inside the pipe, causing severe buildup and blockage. This system, like I said, is on a pump, so I'm gonna use this solution. It's an enzyme that's specifically made for flushing AC drain lines. It will continuously break down any debris as long as this solution remains in the pump. And as any buildup that it crosses over, it will stick to that buildup and turn it into an emulsion that will eventually be flushed out of the drain completely. The condensation pump is down in the return cavity. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour my solution down and allow it to pump out into the outside of the house. So now we're going to replace the filter. Like I did mention before, this is an upflow application. It has a filter rack, so the filter is at the base of the unit, which is a very good place for the filter. If there is any air leaks anywhere else, instead of allowing the system to pull the dirt into the furnace, it's filtered directly underneath. Horizontal application units, you can typically find the filters in the ceiling, and they'll have a ceiling grill. Some of the upflow or some of the horizontal units, they do have a filter rack on the base of them with the filter in the attic. So it's important that you inspect the attic, make sure all the ducting's intact and sealed. This is asbestos ducting here. You don't want to disturb that at all. That's a different type of ducting. It's pure fiberglass. And this is your vent pipe. Always want to make sure that this stays connected. It's like an exhaust for your car, but it's for your furnace. We're getting started on the maintenance for the outdoor unit. One of the most important things that we do during the maintenance on the outdoor unit is wash this coil. This is the condensing coil. Over time, they like to get compacted with debris, and once it starts getting compacted with debris, the compressor is going to struggle to pull the heat off of the coil. So the whole objective is just to keep this coil cool. Once it starts getting debris built up on it, the fan is no longer able to pull cool air over it. Some signs that this motor may be getting ready to fail is the lubricant inside of it starts to leak out. So they come from the manufacturer with oil, and over time the oil will actually leak out of the seals, and you'll notice it gets built up on the shaft or the fan blade. Also, if you ever see oil stains on the outdoor unit, it's likely that you have a refrigerant leak. It's crucial that you don't allow your pets to urinate on these coils because it will corrode them and cause leaks. If you do decide to clean it yourself, make sure you kill the power to the unit. This is the service disconnect in case of an emergency or service. You want to disconnect power here. And it's very important that even though you do pull the disconnect, you still verify that there is no power to the unit. People can bypass these and it can be extremely dangerous. It's a huge electrical hazard. So always make sure the service disconnect is properly functioning before you put your hands inside the unit. So we're going to test the capacitor. This is one of the main start components. As you can see, this unit only has a couple start components. It's got a contact relay to engage the compressor and the fan motor, and this is the start capacitor to help the compressor and the fan start. If this is one of the #1 failures in the outdoor units. It's kind of a consumable part because it doesn't last forever. Over time, they start to get weaker, and as they get weaker, they're going to cause the motors to struggle to operate. When they do get weak, they do cause wear. That's why even though the system may be starting, technicians will recommend replacing them because they're getting weak. And it is crucial to keep them good because, like I said, they will cause damage to the motors if they aren't within manufacturer specifications. So these coils are very delicate, so you don't want to clean them with a pressure washer. You want to hit the coils straight on. You don't want to hit them at an angle because you might bend the fins. When they have a light dusting on the outside, you can get away with just rinsing the outside of the coil. But typically you want to spray from the inside out to push any of the debris out of the coil. Since it's getting pulled in, you're going to want to push it out the opposite direction. So we just finished the maintenance. I let the customer know what I found, showed him his ducting and how low the insulation is in the attic. We do recommend upgrading that type of ducting to not only improve the performance of the system, but also the indoor air quality of the home. But yeah, we just gotta make sure that you get your system serviced twice a year.
Awesome. Thanks, Dean. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming around and joining me today. I hope that you got some great information on how to keep your unit clean, working efficiently, and any great tips that we gave along the way. Thanks for joining us today.